Hello, welcome back to Jazzgrass Gaming.
Where the effects of pulling an all-nighter has finally settled in. We're
what time is it?
fatigued.
It's
It's
5. It's not too bad. I'll take a cup of coffee.
Oh, I just realized. Killju guy is still gonna be calling us at night, even though we have nothing to pick him up with yet.
I know. So I always take the fucking plug out before I go to sleep.
No.
It's the one thing I remember to do in this fucking game. I guess. Yeah, I could start putting up like that.
Yeah, we can stop putting stuff in.
Yeah.
We just start slowly
it.
starting to work on the car because it's like too late to do any other stuff anyway.
Yeah,
We already
exactly.
got our wood ready.
We're dirty, so
Oh, man.
well dirty, might as well just get down.
Hell yeah. Can I just make a confession?
What?
I know damn well that using the jack makes this way easier and more convenient, right?
Yeah.
I'm always too lazy to do it, so I just pop in the subframe and all that stuff without it.
True.
Even though it's more convenient to have it jacked up, I don't know why. I just always...
Last time I built... Sorry, I thought I heard the phone. Last time I built my car in my personal save, I like waited with the subframe and everything as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the motor, like the subframe in first. I finished the motor, and then I used the motor to jack up like the car. And then I got
saw that.
and then I got a bunch of beer cases behind that.
Yeah.
But that it worked till an extent until I got more on the car.
They vibrate around
So,
a bunch,
yeah.
and then they will like pop up. So you
And you
end
gotta
up
make
using the
sure.
tractors and the jack.
Yep, which
Like a
was
combination.
also a little sketchy. Oh wait, I got that.
I mean, I can imagine, but if it works, it works, right?
It works,
It
it
looked
works.
like it worked.
12?
No, they're small. They're like 8s or something.
Which would be 13. Nah, it can't be an 8.
We'll try 10 then.
I'll do an 11. Which would be a 10.
Hey!
Good old 10.
Dude. Oh, man.
The good old scrolling in.
This game is the ultimate escapism for me, you know? I'm
It's
just
very
like
chill.
whenever I play this, you know, I'm no longer Brian. I'm fuck, what's a good Finnish name that sounds like Brian or like is sort of similar to Brian?
Bryn.
Bryn, yeah.
You're Bryn.
I'm not Brian, I'm Bryn, the Finnish 18-year-old mechanic living his life, building a car, brewing killju.
Chilling out.
You know, his consciousness is out in another universe, getting high. I mean, what a fucking life, eh?
Oh wait, this left. Adore you.
If I could split off my my consciousness and have it get high in like an oververse type of situation, I'd do it.
Definitely.
Just send that shit off. Just send my body off to work without me. Like, okay, like I'll be right back.
You just be on autopilot for a while.
I'm just gonna get high in the Omega verse or something.
The Omega verse.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like the most overversey, you know.
Yep. I'll just be outside space and time chilling. you know?
So I was thinking about. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid. I was thinking about the concept of transcending, right? There's a lot of like aesthetic like people who believe in the concept of transcending.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, man, you know, I reckon the first step at transcending is probably the hardest, right? Because I reckon once you've gotten, like if you transcend, that would imply that you go a dimension higher, right? So let's say we take string theory, and we apply that to this idea of transcending. That means that there is an approximate 11 dimensions above us, or 11, or at least 8 of them above us that we can transcend to. Right? So I thought to myself, if you were to do that, wouldn't you kind of just sort of need to start with the first step and then you're done? Because like the first step is the fourth dimension is time.
Yeah.
So you can just pop on forward because so once that happens, you're connected to all of time. So you're also connected to the time where you've already done it.
Yeah. Like
So you've already done it. So once you've transcended, you've already transcended. But then that poses the question: doesn't that mean that it's literally impossible? Because if it should have been possible, then it should have already happened because it's spread across all of time, right? So that means that the fact that we aren't seeing anyone fucking around with time means that we cannot fuck around with time, as in it's physically an impossibility, or we just or the reason that it hasn't happened is because it will never happen because humanity is about to die.
Yeah. I think, or it is physically
'Cause that's
possible,
something.
and every time you do fucking get there, you just end up in a time loop.
Yeah, but
Like or in a
but I
paradox.
was thinking, right? You know, people are like, oh, you know, Stephen Hawking threw a party for time travelers and no one showed up, so time traveling is impossible. Nuh-uh. That's not the only solution to that conundrum. It's not just like, oh man, maybe time travel is impossible. Maybe it is possible, we just don't figure it out because we die before we do.
Yeah.
Because look at our planet, look at the state of it, look at our ecosystem, man. We've got less than 50% of all bugs left on Earth, right?
Yeah,
When was the last time
crazy.
a bug splattered against your windshield, bro?
It hasn't happened a lot.
Mate, I cannot even remember the last time it happened. And it used to happen all the time.
I guess we kind of eradicated the most annoying thing in our lives, and
Like,
then
why
it,
do you
it
think
kills us.
Why do you think we've got cleaning fluid in our that we can spray on the go on our windshield?
Because of those fucking bugs.
Yeah. Because one second you're driving along, and the other second, you know, you've got like a fucking bug just mushed up and spread across your window
Yeah.
in this brown, red, green goop.
Especially when they're big, fat fucking bugs.
Yeah.
Right, no, these should be tinier. Did I try the... No, that's 7. Try the 8?
I think they're smaller than you think, bro.
I already tried these fucking things,
Really?
bro.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I know they're annoying to get. That's the thing with a lot of these bolts. They don't make sense. Like, the
Their
sizes of them.
yeah, they're not really representative of what they're actually supposed to be, I feel like. Like, there's a couple that are a lot larger than the rest of the bolts,
Yeah,
right? But most bolts have the exact same model on them, I feel
Yep.
like. So I think there's a model for standard bolts and a model for extra large bolts, like
and
the one for the
especially if
wheels
you
and-
worked on cars and you
pan.
know what types of sizes certain bolts are, a lot of them, like, numerically just...
Yeah, but if they were accurately represented, I mean, it's also just a problem with the perspective, like the
Yeah.
computer screen perspective.
Yeah, we're not playing.
Because otherwise, you know, in person, you know, I can eyeball this. I could be like, all right, that's like that's
Finally.
Like what was it?
It's 10.
I could eyeball this. I could be like, oh yeah, this is number 10.
Yeah. And you see where the bolt is, and you just slap it on.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to look for a hitbox.
Car, could you stop it?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Here's what pisses me off about the video game industry, right? Instead of just making games work, like as well as good as possible, or like game engines work as good as possible, most of the focus lies in fancy pixels.
Yep.
Pisses me off, right? That's why I like my Summer Car. They chose to make the game ugly so that it would run as good as possible. It still runs like shit,
Yeah.
but look at the scope of this game, right?
That's
It does
the
so
one
many
thing.
things that other games are incapable of because, well, either it would cost too much money for them to implement, or it just wouldn't work. They wouldn't be able to make it work with their fancy graphics and having an
They're way
in-depth
too
game. 'Cause
complicated
that's the
code.
thing, right? The main reason that this game is ugly is to preserve frames.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much to this game. Why can't a AAA company make a similar decision where they're like, all right, we're sacrificing graphics so that we can make a better game.
Exactly.
We're making a worse game so we can make a prettier game. That doesn't make sense.
But we also want there to
Like,
be
if
a
I
lot
want-
in it, so here.
Yeah, but if I want to
go
see
ahead.
something pretty, I'll go to a museum or something.
Yeah.
I'll go to an art museum. If I want to, like okay, if the game, like if there are instances where the game's graphics you know, the prettiness of it is integral to the success of the game. I
Oh
get
yeah, we
that.
don't have any.
But in most
wheels.
cases, that's not the case at all. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, we
We
can.
got no wheels. We gotta get those wheels.
Luckily, they're pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
Once you figure out how to get them, they're not too hard to get. So that's nice. I was thinking we might as well grab the GT rims and put tires on those because the ones you start out with anyway are gonna pop and then you can still have
but
to
they
get
are
them
nice
retired.
to have.
Yeah, they're
so
good
you can put them
backup,
on so you can put them on the wheels, you know, while building it.
Yeah.
So that is nice.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
I wish you could like bring them in, like, you know, your broken wheels. Like get some money from it, you know, recycling and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it is 1995. I mean, you know, back then we hated the planet. We were pumping CFKs into the air. You know, we were like, you know, there was a hole in the ozone layer.
Get that ozone.
You know, all that sort of stuff.
Good old.
All that fingity fang.
Winter and spring. Spring and winter.
So yeah, I found a folder with some old clippers that I thought I had lost, and now I'm thinking of continuing to work on that Siege video that I started last year and never really finished. The main thing that I have to do is try to make it more funny. I don't know how to edit things to make them funny.
It is
It's tricky, but and another thing that I have to do is subtitles, right? I'm thinking of just foregoing subtitles.
Yeah.
You know, let people just fucking listen. You know, use your fucking ears, mate. I'll put subtitles in places where I'm like, all right, this will be useful or it needs it. But other than that, nah, fuck it. Couldn't be bothered. It's too much hassle. Like having to figure out what everybody is saying and put the subtitle in and move on to the next and what are they saying and oh man, it takes so long. It takes way too long.
It's like you wanted to know what's being said, you turn up the volume.
Yeah, if you want to know what my boys are saying, you know, learn English and get your ears checked. You know, get them cleaned out. Get them cleaned out. Because you think that over the years, you know, when you get into your late 20s, that's when your body is gonna start showing some signs of wear.
Yeah.
Like just nothing serious. Like it's not like you're 35 and your knees are giving out, but it's like, but you're gonna notice that not everything is perfect.
Like you're allowed to say you're not 18.
And the reason
anymore.
I say this predominantly is because I might have to get my ears cleaned out.
Oh yeah.
You know, I tend to take good care of my ears. I remember I got teased at school because I had a lot of earwax, and the reason I had a lot of earwax is because if I was, you know, I was aware that you're not supposed to use Q-tips in your ear.
Yeah.
And with the previous problems that I've had with my ears in the past, I was like, I don't want to, I'm not gonna risk that. So I used to simply just, you know, flush them out with water, just standard, like in the shower, get some water in there, and but yeah. So kids, if you're watching this, don't put a Q-tip in your ear. Just when you're in the shower, just tilt your head a bit and let some water run in there and whatever. Yeah. Because the wax will eventually it'll find its way out. Don't worry about it. And don't push your in-ears too deep into your ear canal either, dumbass.
Just keep it on the surface, you know. Yeah. Get the rims out.
Although I will admit, the worst feeling for me, the most aggravating feeling for me, is when I put my plug my earphone in, and I can feel it just teetering on the edge of getting loose and falling out.
Oh yeah.
That's an incredibly frustrating thing. Or when something like this could be something completely innocuous, right? So like a complete accident or whatever. If you want to send me into a violent rage, rip my earphones out.
Oh, I hate that.
When they get ripped out, like they snag on something or whatever, I'm immediately like my mood is shot. Like that's I need like several hours to recover.
I need my music in my life.
Well, that too. I was talking about this with Damien. I was like, if I get like we were watching some Isekai anime. I was like, man, if we get Isekai, like I like, and God's like, hey man, you can take one power with you there, and I would just be like, I want the ability to browse all of humanity's music from my home world where I was born, right? And I want to be able to play that back for myself and the people around me at any given moment. If you cannot make that happen, I ain't doing shit for you.
Yeah, bitch.
Like, imagine being Isekai to a world with no music. Oh man, I'd kill myself.
That'd be boring as shit.
I wouldn't be able to do it. And it's like, oh, but that's the point. You gotta go out there and make it yourself.
No, I'd just be walking around going like, just so there's.
Oh, not this shit again. Not this shit again. I cannot exactly team kill you in this game, can I? Fucking hell.
That's very illegal.
Oh man. Oh, so this is a reference
great.
to what, last night?
Last
night before?
night, that was fucking.
Oh my god.
Let's go full tard.
Oh, we're in a game, and I don't even know what started it.
We were just going dumb. We were just going dumb.
And you wouldn't
and
stop.
I kept going dumb.
You wouldn't stop, and I
was like, oh, we're going dumb.
I'm gonna kill you.
And then the team killed me. I just kept going the entire time because I was like, what? Think that's gonna stop me?
Oh man, I had a good session last night though with Siege. I was doing great.
Yeah, it was fun. Actually,
I got
made
so
killies.
many cool killies like when I was playing Clash. Because the thing is, for some reason, after all this time, people encountering Clash, they still don't expect you to just put your shield away and kill them.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll put my shield away in front of someone and get away with it. Like I don't even have to do the turning around thing. Like I don't even have to.
I think people just get so fucking scared when they see.
Oh, I think so too. Because when you zap them, you're damaging them, but you're also slowing them down, and all that stuff. And it's like it is a bit of a tense situation when you encounter a Clash and you're not ready. But sometimes I'll come across people who are ready, and I'm like, oh,
and they're ready as fuck.
yeah, because these are people. Like if someone knows how to deal with Clash, I immediately assume like, okay, this dude plays ranked
for fun.
Yeah.
Ranked for fun.
He doesn't play ranked because his friends are like, insisting that they're playing ranked. No, he plays. He is the one that insists.
Yeah.
Instead of the one who knocks, I'm the one who insists. Do you know who I am?
Your mom.
A man who just knocks on the door and opens it and gets shot. You think I'm the one that gets shot? I'm the one who knocks. Man, what a line.
It's a great one.
The only reason I know that line is from a funk song.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty good
The
one
only
too.
reason I know that line is because it gets memed a lot.
Fair.
Alright, we got that.
I mean, it's
How
gotta
long
be
is
said
it?
though, like Breaking Bad was a great show. I remember
I watched the first season.
I watched the last season, only, and I was watching it with Fat Bill Gates
nice.
at the time, and I could tell from just the last season, I could tell like, yeah, this was probably like a really good show. Like this is probably really good. But I cannot be arsed to get into those shows because
no, it's too much time.
Oftentimes those episodes
40 minutes.
Yeah, man, and it's like
Plus 30. It's like, come on.
I remember Fat Bill Gates like watching The Blacklist.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, bro, these are like, I think they were like 1 hour episodes. And I hate that. I cannot do that. I cannot even commit to watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like the only way I can do that is if I plan with my friends in advance, like a movie night.
It's okay, boys. We playing a movie today.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're gonna do a movie today, but otherwise it just doesn't happen. I do have like I remember Dennis and I, we actually made like time in our schedules, to watch a movie like at least like once every couple of weeks or once a month and stuff, because otherwise we just cannot be bothered.
Come on, baby. Yeah, you can sit with me.
So
this is my favorite spot in the game.
Oh, mate, I know, right? I do this too.
It's like at the end of the day, it's 9. I'm tired as fuck. I'm thirsty.
Sometimes I'll spend a couple of hours just setting everything up in the driveway to look nice when I sit here.
Oh no, I like to have it different every single time.
Oh yeah, I mean it is always
It's like
gonna be
the
different
chaos,
every time
the
because
chaos. Oh.
yeah, I get it. But I don't know. I like the relaxing vista of like the slice of life vista of you know. So I'll have like my
The fucking
fucking shit.
bottle,
Oh,
open
great.
case.
Oh, that's great.
Man, this game always feels like a vacation to me, mate.
It is though.
It's so relaxing.
This is our Jazzgrass holiday. This year we started it up a little early because we were like, fuck it.
Well, you know, things are
use it.
things are going the way they're going. We need a little vacation.
Yeah.
We work hard. We live hard.
Honestly though, man, it's been rough. This whole living thing, man.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for that.
Can't they
either.
make this a little easier to do?
Is there
like,
easy mode?
Like why did I have to be homeless several times? Why did I have to grow up in a impoverished family? Why do a large portion of the people I hang out with get to be born in rich families? This is bullshit. I will say one childish aspect about me is whenever I meet someone who's obviously from like a really well-off family and they start talking about their life. Like one of my co-workers, right, his parents are loaded and he was talking about this. We were talking about clothes. I was like, dude, I usually just like going to like outlet stores, you know, secondhand stuff. Like, you know, my shoes, I've had them for about 5 years and, you know, they were 35 euros when I bought them. And he's like, whoa, shit, man, the most expensive shoes I ever were Balenciagas and they were 1600. And I told him,
I hate Balenciaga.
And I told him, you just lost a lot of my respect. I was like, wait, don't forget to turn on a light because sometimes you just wake up at 2. It's a thing. You don't always sleep through the night. I guess our character is a baby.
I'm a baby.
Look at the CD case.
Yeah.
With a little logo on it.
Sorry.
Put the Jazzgrass logo on the CD case. I like doing those little subtle things.
It's been a nice long day. I saw that fly.
One of the things that I've done that's so like one of the things I've done is so subtle that I'm pretty sure I'm like half sure you still haven't noticed, which is great. I like that.
Guys, next time on Jazzgrass Gaming, I'll notice.
Will Dennis notice the thing?
It's Dingus all along!
Next week on Jazzgrass Gaming. Bye!